All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I have my laptop here and I have a camera on my face. And yes, it's been a while that I've been here. A lot has happened, but thank God we're alive, we're breathing. Because everyone's like, where are you? Where are you? You don't do your YouTube anymore. Well, I am back. I am back. And hopefully, I can have some people actually from TikTok here join me. Yes, it's Manchester Derby Day, and I don't know how everyone is feeling about this game so far, but I just think that the game is I it was just there. It was literally just there. Let's just say it was just there. It got kind of a little aggressive in the second half, but that first half was just very horrible and very boring. I don't know what to actually say when it comes to the first half. But yeah. Um anyway, I'm hoping that people can come in here and chime in based off of what they felt about the game. And yeah, there are some questions that I actually wanted to have. And let's see what people think. I think my questions that I really wanted to know from the people is literally okay. This is Ruben's first derby game, first of all. So I don't know. I would say it's a win for him because obviously they didn't pick up any point from Old Trafford and it was just a shared point. But then again, I also wanted to know what everyone is thinking about, like the possession, the statistics, also the pressing metrics. And I don't know if I'm going to consider that as a shared metrics because the both teams were, in my opinion, I felt like Man City didn't oppress us as much as I thought they were going to come and oppress us at Old Trafford. But then again, the second half just changed the whole ball game. Like it was just a very different experience. So we saw Kevin De Bruyne. Obviously, this is going to be his last season. I did pay him his respects. I'm not going to condemn him. I think he was the one that led the team out today, actually. Yeah. Anyway, Bruno. I don't know what people are thinking about Bruno's leadership and things like that. I think he did pretty well today. I think he did solid leadership today. I think Bruno is leading properly now. Like there's just what there was it felt like there's like a switch button that just happened to Bruno because obviously everyone is always complaining about how Bruno reacts, Bruno's reaction, Bruno's body language. It's not just the fans, even the analysts that talk about sports on TV. But just for some reason, I feel like Bruno just woke up one morning and then the light bulb just went off. And boom, he's our manager. Let me know if you can hear me properly. I don't know if you can hear me properly or if I need to use a headset or something. Um, Let me see if the headset is much better before I go too far. Um, but yeah, so like I was saying, I really think that Bruno has actually stepped up when it comes to like his leadership and how he controls the field pretty much. And Onana's goalkeeping today. I mean, Onana is a lot of things, but today I think I really think Onana, yeah, he tried. All right. Today is not Onana bashing day. Okay. Yes, he's a lot of things, but not today. We're grading these players based off of to listen. Listen, no Onana condemnation here, okay? Because you're not going to stress me out because of Onana. We're going to judge the players just basically on today's performance, not on last week's performance, because we have a big game next week, Thursday. I just found out it was Thursday. I thought it was on Wednesday. Anyway, Hoyland. I don't know what's going on with Hoyland. Hoyland has just has left the group chats. I think Hoyland has ghosted us. He's not really giving us what we need a player to give us, and I, 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 I'm afraid for Hoyland next season. What if they send him on a well? They can send Anthony on loan. They can send Hoyland on loan too. I really don't care at this point because anything that will make my team be in a better place, I'm up for it. I There's no sentiment here, you know. And yes, he's gonna be all right. Zexi came in the second half. Well, I think he did some things. Um, Casemiro really dominated the field today, and I'm actually happy that he played a full 90 minutes. There was some sort of like Dalot condemnation on the pitch today, and I really did not see it. Maybe somebody can explain to me, but or you just enjoy bashing Dalot. Maybe I think that's what it is. You just enjoy bashing Dalot. Um, I wanted to ask, what did Ruben get right today? I think he got the formation right today. No, he got all the players right today. He got those players right today. As a matter of fact, when Lindelof came into the pitch, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Why are you gonna get rid of Harry Maguire for Lindelof? Like, this is a good decision, but well, Lindelof did what he needed to do. Dogu, I was scared for him. I thought he was gonna even pick up a red card today. There's something about Dogu. I'm so scared for that guy. Red card wise. Red card wise, because that guy is such a danger. Like, I feel like he has not even gotten to the peak of his career and he's like aggressively playing like this. That is crazy. That is literally crazy. But that's what we need in Premier League, right? We need players with that kind of mentality. Moving on. Let me see. We have not talked about Garnacho yet. Garnacho. I'm disappointed, to be honest. I am disappointed in Garnacho. I don't know. Garnacho is making some silly mistakes that I would never, ever, ever, ever. You know what? This season, just write off Garnacho. Like, I don't want him to destroy my mood today. Okay, just write him off. Just write that dude off. I don't get it. I don't understand it. He keeps making the same mistake week in, week out, every week, and mistakes he's making, passing. It's not like you guys all saw it today, right? I really think that Garnacho should probably go on loan. Yes, I would not be against that. I know that Garnacho is part of the entire project and everything that the Ineos group is trying to build and things like that. But I really think that Garnacho should go somewhere else and pick up more experience outside of what he's comfortable doing. And I think with the leadership of Ruben Amorim, I think that is going to happen. At this point, if you can't get it together, you are going on loan. That's it. That is it. Because you can't tell me, did you see all the chances he missed today? He missed about 4 or 5. Like, Garnacho, why? Why can't you just pass properly? Why can't you just go closer before you put the ball in the net? Why? Last week, he was just throwing shots left and right. Go closer to the goalkeeper before you shoot. Why am I even teaching Garnacho his job? Anyway, I don't know what they're going to do to Garnacho, but something has to be done. Like, we're like in an emergency crisis right now. And I think most of these players, I will be very happy. I'm actually very happy that some of them are leaving, but I'll be happier if some of these players can go on loan. I'm tired. I'm literally tired. There's there's a lot of rumor out there that um, this guy from Crystal Palace might he's part of the strikers. I think they're chasing, but you have to remember that Chelsea is also bidding for that guy, the guy that had the ear thing, whatever. Chelsea's gunning for the guy. Arsenal is also gunning for the guy. Man City, I think, is gunning for that guy. I saw it on Twitter. Transfer. It was a verified page. So Mateta, I think that's his name. Yes. A lot of players, a lot of clubs are actually gunning for that guy. So I don't know who we're going to secure this season, but I'm hoping that we can at least get a prolific striker. We need a striker. We need a decent striker. And Mazarawi's actually he didn't play bad today. I just think that he would do better next season. I just hope that he continues to play the way he's playing right now. And, you know, hopefully Lisandro Martinez comes back and deletes. Those are my three perfect defenders at the back there. And we have to make it four, right? Since Amorim likes to play. No, yeah, Amorim plays 4-3-3. So who's going to be my fourth guy? Maybe Dogu? Yo, that sounds spicy actually. Dogu, delete Martinez and Mazarawi. Oof. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Anyway, Casemiro, what were you trying to do today? Because it looks like you failed in acting class. What were you trying to gain? Like that obviously wasn't a penalty. I thought it was a penalty at first when he fell, that whole body contact, but it looks like it wasn't enough for him to be awarded a penalty. But Casemiro was on the floor. Let me get it. Casemiro was on the floor. Hi. I was just talking about Casemiro's failed acting career today.
Yes, that was quite a sight.
I was like, why do you have to
To me,
do that? Get up.
I
Anyway,
have no
welcome,
idea.
welcome. How are you today?
I'm not too bad yourself.
Awesome. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
I was just talking about like the whole because you actually came late, so I thought you were not gonna show up anymore. But I'm happy you're here though. So I'm not here talking to myself. um,
No, I was a bit busy after the game, so yeah.
First of all, what do you think about Amarin's formation? Like, did he make the right
Today,
selections?
I think he did honestly because if you look at the first half, I would say first half United's attacks were more exciting than City's attacks.
It was.
Um,
It was. And I thought the first half was where we were going to take advantage of, their weaknesses
yeah,
because
we
they
missed a
didn't even
couple
look like a
chances in the
threat
first
at
half.
all.
Yeah. I think it's just I think it's just the way City has been playing this season. You know, they've just been playing with like no confidence and whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, and I think because we United already had their number this season, I think they were just trying. They came there to either play for like a draw or get lucky with maybe like something bouncing in the box and they put it in the net. Um, I didn't really see that aggressive attack that City usually does
Usually
when
come
they
and do in Old
um
Trafford. Thank you.
yeah.
I was expecting, listen, I was thinking yellow cards were flying left and right today, but it was like
No,
yellow card was a no show.
generally it was calm. Yeah, it was
Who
calm. It
got
was a
yellow
calm
card today?
game.
It was just
It was Ruben Diaz got
Euro?
one like I think in the first 2 minutes of the game. Remember that tackle on Garnacho?
Oh yes,
First 2 minutes
yes,
of the
yes.
game. Yeah, he got
I
a
was like,
yellow
wait,
card.
we just started. Why is we getting the yellow card?
Didn't make any sense, right? And then I think who else got a yellow card? I think Mazrari got a yellow card. No, Mount
Yes.
got a yellow card. So did
Yes. Right when he came in.
yeah,
I I I think that I think Ruben picked the right players for today's game. I really
yeah.
think he went to study because this is his first derby game, right? I think he went to do some study on
It's not his
Pep
first. I think it's the
and
second.
his
It's the second.
sections. The second,
Yeah, he was the manager for the one in December.
what game was that?
The Derby. Remember the first Manchester Derby in December?
Oh, for the FA Cup.
No, it wasn't for the FA Cup. It was in the league. Well,
It
remember
was not.
Ahmad's last minute winner? Yeah, it was Amrin. Amrin was the manager then.
Oh, I thought this was his first. That's why my title said
Oh
first derby. Oh, it's
no, this
okay.
is the second one.
That. I'm gonna edit that. It's okay. It's okay. But I was happy for him though. I was really, really happy for him. I was really happy for him. And today I really missed Ahmad today. I was like, oh my god, where is Ahmad? Like I need Ahmad to be. You know, if Ahmad was here, things we could have even scored like 2 goals at least. At least, you know, Hoyland has ghosted us. Zexi has ghosted us. Bruno
Zexi
tried
actually
today
did
though.
better than Holland today, to be honest.
Yes,
I
Zexi
was
was
very
better
happy
than
today.
Hoyland today.
He created more opportunities than Holland did the entire match, and I was like,
And with
what was
the
Holland
absence
doing?
of Haaland, I felt like we're going to take advantage. Oh, even when they brought in Jack Grealish, I was like, okay, good.
Yeah,
You guys better clock in, you know, because I was like, okay, Jack Grealish is like a open, you know, pothole. Go in there, take advantage of him, run as fast as you can, and you should be fine. But Ederson too was
yeah.
blocking some shots today.
I think both goalkeepers did well. They both
Yes.
had they both played well. They both saved it, made a couple good saves. Um, I think honestly, I mean, Onana really didn't. I don't know. I don't think he really had much to do today. Neither did Edison like that because I think both teams were trying to they were trying to create chances from the wings and nothing was really going on, right?
And we didn't
So
have that much shots on target. So what is he saving?
yeah, yeah,
Things basically
exactly, right.
first ball coming from Ganacho, nothing really to no
Oh
threat.
my
No threat on
goodness,
the pitch today.
Garnacho, what a player! But the thing is, like, I think every time I want to excuse the fact that he's still young and he's still
Young.
learning, but I'm just like, if you do this every game and you've seen that it doesn't work, maybe it works once every other like 10 games, but like it doesn't work every game. And I think many defenders have just kind of like no, like even today when he cut in and on shot, I was like the City defenders didn't even like. I don't think they even want to react towards it because they already knew it was either he was gonna like miss. So I was like, oh man, please don't shoot. Just at least create the chance. And that was when he moved to the left side, to the left wing. But when he was on
Yes.
the right wing, you saw he was crossing the ball in, right? Like
Yes.
I think he needs to try and do that more when he's on the left because that way he creates more danger for the opposing team. Um, they won't. I think if he cuts in more and then he cuts back again and then crosses it in, the defenders will be confused because usually when he cuts in, they feel like, oh, he's just going to take a shot, right? But if he doesn't take that shot and then but I think those are just little things that he needs to improve in his gameplay. At the end of the day, um, but
He was just
today
missing
was.
one.
I don't think today was his game. No, today was not his day. But
This
unfortunately, we don't
season
have
is
any
not for
players to put in
Ganacho.
that side, right?
This season
So
is not for Ganacho. Ganacho is like it's like a light bulb. He goes off and on, you know, off and on, off and on. Like he hasn't been consistent like he was last season. You know, last
yeah,
season, Ganacho was one of our favorites last season. Bruno also was one of our favorite last season. Who else was one of our favorite last season? Um, who was at the back? Who was at the back? Lissandro. Lissandro was one of our good players last season. But this
Yeah.
season, we have so many awful players that I can't even give that to them at all. I cannot give that to them because they have just, I know, well, it's time for them to go, in my opinion. Honestly, is
Yeah. I mean,
I was
more games,
before you got
right?
here, I don't know if you heard me. I said if they want to send Garnacho on loan, if they want to still keep him within the Premier League, you know, style pretty much
Yeah.
and pace, which he has, I think he needs to go.
The thing is, like, I think the personally for me, I'll only put him on loan if I get a player that can take over that left side.
Yeah,
Because if we don't have any players, to play on that left side when he's not in the club, then we're just putting ourselves at a disadvantage. Unfortunately, right? We have to play Garnacho because right now he's the only kind of player available for that side.
yes, because of Ahmad. Ahmad is
Um,
looking like he's a injury prone player. I don't know what's going on with him.
I
In
think we're just unlucky with with injuries. Like
right, 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 right,
since I don't
right.
since Ten Hag came in, United have just been unlucky with injuries. Um, and it's just unfortunate that the club hasn't been able to find out what the real problem is, right? Regarding these players getting injured all the time. Like I
That's
think
why
a
I
lot of
said
people
that.
speculate that it's a lot of games that they play, right? They play so
Yep.
many games in the season, then they play a lot of
Competition,
international games in the
international
off
break,
season
all
as
that
well,
stuff. Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So it's like the
All those
body
things
doesn't
are
get enough
adding
rest.
more pressure to the body and the utilization of the
Hmm.
body too, you know. Like
Yeah,
after the season now, they would go on preseason, right? They'll go on
yeah.
preseason and then in September they will all go back home to their countries. We don't know yet, but listen, let's not even talk about that international game thing. You know, I don't want to be like Jamie Carragher. I don't want to
It's
be like Jamie. Um, who actually controlled the game today?
um. I think they'll say like, well, the stats show that Man City had more possession of the ball, but uh, I think at the end of the day, United had more shots, uh, more shots, but
Haaland gave us one
but
shot on target.
yeah, the City had more shots on target. We only had two, and I think that
Can
was when Zorzi came in. Remember when Zorzi came in and he had that shot on target, right? That was one of our first shot on target.
I was like, come on, Zexy, come on, Zexy. He was doing things. I
The,
was like, okay, I see you, man. I see you.
the thing is, I think the one thing I like with Xerxes is he presses better than Hoyland does. Like especially when he came in, like in the eight, I think like it was like the last 10 minutes of the game, he was
Mhm.
just he was just pressing City's backline. I was like,
And you don't
Hoyland
see
didn't
that
do this the entire
his
time.
body
Like what?
language has changed. He's not
Yeah,
scared anymore. He goes into the pitch like, I got this. I can do this. You know, like he's not afraid anymore. Unlike when he started. But that's why I keep telling people that you need to give him the benefit of the doubt. This is his first season. Like, allow this poor
yeah,
boy to breathe. You get? Now, when
hmm,
he gets into his second season and he's not giving what he was supposed to give, and for the money we paid for him, now you can bash him. But you have to remember too that Bruno has been here since what? Lockdown, right?
yeah,
And Bruno too, let's not lie, he's been off and on sometimes. He will be off and
yeah,
on sometimes. Last season, Bruno was shooting endless balls. Like last, am I lying? Am I lying? He took all the insults in this on this planet. Last season, I was not even his favorite. I was not a Bruno stan at all. That guy was irritating the living daylight of my soul. I was like, I just need this guy out of my club. But right now, I think I'm stuck. I I'm,
hmm.
my feelings have changed.
I think like the thing is like
I don't
with
know if it's
Bruno, with
hormonal changes, but I think Bruno is here to stay. There's nothing anybody can tell me because listen, you have to aggregate like his statistics and also him being a leader in the club too as well, literally carrying this club on his back. And I
Yeah.
had to sit down and I had to tell myself, I think I'm I think I'm overreacting. I think I'm
No, no, no.
overreacting.
You're not overreacting. The thing is,
I
like,
think I
see,
think I
a
need to
lot of the
slow down.
things happen. Like, yeah. Like, I think for me, like, if we had serious owners of this club, when they bought Bruno, they should have built the team around Bruno, Pogba, and Rashford, but
Mhm.
they didn't. And this is where we are now, right? Um, but I think now, like that, they've started rebuilding things and trying to build a team for Amorim. I think they really have to look for players who can play well around
Wrap
Bruno.
him around Bruno. Wrap
Yeah,
them
exactly.
around Bruno. I mean, yes.
Honestly, if Bruno leaves United,
No, don't even go. Don't. Mm-mm. I'm not ready. I am not ready.
so
I am not
yeah,
ready. Don't even finish that statement, please, because I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry because I started liking this guy in the dying minutes. No, please, no. Bruno is here to
yeah,
stay.
no, no, Bruno is not. I don't think Bruno is leaving anytime soon. Not yet,
I
anyway.
don't think
Unless he gets
so. I
fired.
don't think so. I think they're really wrapping all our projects around Bruno, like leadership wise, and
Yeah,
also retirement. Right, I think Bruno is going to retire in Man United. I think Bruno is probably
I
going to
hope
be
he does.
having his image within Old Trafford because
Yeah,
I liked him when before he became a captain, honestly, and then as soon as he became a captain, I kind of don't. I honestly did not like how things were done because of how Harry Maguire was treated, honestly. And I felt like, but then again, that probably even made Harry Maguire who he is today, right now. Because if that incident did not happen, he might have been gone. He
I
might have
think
been
I
gone.
think the best thing to happen to Maguire was taking off the captaincy from him
Yeah.
because you could tell like when he got the captain's armband and so many things were just going wrong with the club, like everything was just going on with him, right? Everyone was attacking him and attacking the club and
Yes.
saying so many negative things, right? And it
Yes.
was the same thing last season when Bruno got the captain's armband. Like
Yes.
when everything started going to shit and everyone was
Yes.
just like, oh, it was Bruno's head, Bruno and the manager that were taking all the heat, right? So
Yes.
I think it's something that happens, as a Man United captain, you have to be ready to,
Take the
take off
bullet.
exactly all the bullet
Yeah.
from everybody,
You and
um,
the manager. Yep. Yep. That's how the
mm,
game works. That's technically how you games over. And I now felt like that added a lot of pressure on Bruno, and that really took the good midfielder that we used to have.
yeah.
Bruno was running in the front, running in the back, running in the middle, just running everywhere. So um, but somebody asked who was the man of the match today. I think they're gonna give it to Bruno. Even the Premier League people, I think they already said Bruno was the man of the match today, but I don't know. It's not confirmed yet. But he should be the man of the match because he created a lot of chances for Garnacho, and that dude cannot even do nothing. Anyway, I think my next question is going to be, let's go to Onana. We talked about Onana briefly, right?
Yeah.
With the way Onana played today, are you confident about next week Thursday for Europa League?
Yeah, honestly, the thing is like I think with Onana is you're never sure what type of Onana you're gonna get per, per game, right?
Oh my
Some
god.
games you get spectacular Onana, and then other games you get rookie goalkeeper Onana who just
Yes.
the weakest shot goes past him, and you're just like,
But what did we
was
get
that?
today, though? What did we get today? Did we get the Black Mamba Onana today? I don't think we got Black Mamba Onana today because the pressing was not pressing today. It wasn't a pressing
Yeah,
game. It
there
wasn't a
wasn't much. Like I
attack was not crazy as I thought it was going to be. So it was just like an average. Like somebody said in the group chat now that it looks like a friendly match or something. Like
yeah,
I don't know if people are scared
like
of
I
picking up
think
injuries or something. Like something just wasn't just looking okay. But then again, as soon as they started substituting players, it's like everything just started picking up. Everyone started changing. You know, they brought in Dogu, they brought in um and Zexi. The fire just came from nowhere. From nowhere. I was like, okay, if they're going to bring Doku, right? Then
mhm.
I think our own Dogu can deal with him.
But Dogo was playing on the left, right? So Dalot
Today,
had to take
did you feel Dalo was on the right hand side today, right?
yeah, so he had to take care of their Dogo.
Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Oh,
why
I
that
see. That's where they were talking about downloads today. That's where they were talking about
yeah.
downloads today. And I was like, what did download do today? Like, what, I think it was
No, Doku would have finished him. Compared to last season when we had Wan Bissaka. Wan Bissaka can take on Doku. But Dalo cannot take on Doku.
our Spider Man. Our Spider Man, yo, yeah, our Spider Man gave that guy a run for his money last season. Gave him a run. History will not forget. I will forever replay that derby game that we had with Man City.
Yeah.
It became a highlight everywhere. It became a freaking meme set everywhere. Anyway, so
Well, I
what is
think
your
in
honest
terms of Onana's game, like
reaction?
I don't think we really answered the question. I think Onana played a good game today. I think he played a good safe game.
Hmm.
Most shots came directly at him, so he didn't have to like move much, right? So I think that's why many of the saves were pretty much easy for him today. Many
Just like the
shots
game
were not
last
that
game
difficult
too. I don't
to
at
handle, right?
yeah. Yep.
So I think Onana had a good game. It was solid. Like there was nothing really spectacular, maybe except for that one shot from Mamouche. That was pretty much
Hmm.
it. The one that just came
That
straight
was
at
my
him
only
and
threat
he didn't really
today,
see it.
and the dude just was snoozing. Omar
Yeah,
Mamouche. That was my only threat today with this other guy. This other guy that plays for Portugal. What's his name?
Bernardo
Shoot,
Silva.
Bernardo Silva. Yes, because Bernardo's shots can be
Yeah, but I
fiery.
think the
So,
the way Pep has moved him now, Pep has moved him more deeper compared to where he used to play back in the day. Um, I think because he has players that play now in where Bernardo naturally plays, which is on the
please.
right side, right?
Mm.
So I think Bernardo plays more of like a central-ish midfielder compared to before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why he wasn't really much of a problem today. Yeah.
If not, whew, that would have been a crazy. All right. Are you still feeling Hoyland? What do you think the future of Hoyland looks like?
I mean, I've been trying to defend this guy for a long, long time. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know
Dude,
about Hoyland, to
I'm
be
running out
honest.
of gas when it comes to Hoyland.
I honestly, I think for me, is just he just doesn't have. He needs that one player that can. One sec,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, okay. One sec.
Okay, no problem. Let me share the link. Um, right. We are just talking about this game, the derby. This has to be my worst derby ever. Honestly, it's just us. boring as Pep Guardiola right now, honestly. Um, my co-host is taking care of business, as usual. Family. Let me see. If you have comments, come on my YouTube. The link is in my bio. Yes, Adi Demola, are you having any difficulties with joining? I sent you the link. If you want to chime in, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Um. So I thought this was actually Ruben's. Let me see. Second derby in the save changes. Oh, okay. I'll probably take care of that later. How do we do this? That was funny. Um, Jamala, let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. All right. Somebody gave me a gift, and I did not catch the person's name, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right, I'm back. Sorry for that.
Hi. It's all right. I was like, my co-host has to take care of business, family business.
Yeah, just saying goodbye to a family friend who came over. Yeah.
Um, yeah. So like we were saying, like you were saying, you're tired of defending Hoyland, and
But I think for me it's just the fact that he just the opportunities he gets, he doesn't um he doesn't
take
do well with
advantage.
them.
Hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't take advantage of them, right? Like so many, like today, Bruno put a ball over the past defenders,
Hmm.
and he got the ball, but he just didn't know how to keep it, right? And I think that's where one of his biggest weaknesses, his ball hold up play. He doesn't hold the ball well, so like
But that's
defenders are
the same thing that happened
able
at
to
Real
easily just
Sociedad.
like coach it off him.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it's just like whenever like Onana kicks the ball towards him, he doesn't win it, right? He doesn't win the first ball, and he doesn't even win the second ball either. And like
Yeah.
today, I think he was making the run. Bruno had the ball and he was making the run towards the goal. But then he saw that he wasn't gonna get the ball. If I was in his position, I would have shifted more towards the center of the box, because
Hmm.
obviously the obvious pass was to Garnacho, and Garnacho, or no, it's not Garnacho, to Doku.
Hmm.
And when Doku got the ball, Doku could only do one thing, which was shoot the ball because Hoyland was very close to him. So it's like if Hoyland was more in the center of the box,
Right.
Doku would have crossed that, and that could have easily been like a tap in or a header
A
in
goal, yeah.
into empty net, right?
For him. Easy,
Uh,
Seth.
exactly. So see that those are the like the little things that I think I've been trying my best to like defend him about not, I'm like, oh, he's still young. There are no like experienced strikers in the club to, show him how to like really move around the box and,
Hmm, hmm.
move around as like as a traditional striker. But I
But
don't
he's
know.
like 1 year in, right? And
Yeah,
does he still have a chance to evolve and
honestly,
grow? I mean,
he
especially
still
with
does.
a new manager now.
I think it's all. I think that decision is up to the manager. To be
Yeah.
honest. We fans we can only speculate. A lot of fans want him
Yeah.
gone, right? And
Yep.
there's a lot of news about different strikers that United are scouting are looking at right now.
That guy in
So
Crystal Palace. I just talked about him.
Mateta, right?
Yeah, the one that
Yeah,
year thing. And possibly Gayoke, the Victor guy.
yeah.
Is
And
possibly
then there's
CP.
Osimhen
And
as well.
correct.
And
But they
then
have to be willing to
there's
cough out the
the
money. If they can't cough out this money, we can't get all these prolific strikers.
yeah.
Now they
That,
know that
that's the
United
thing.
is very they are desperate, so they will put a label to anything right now. For
Yeah,
Napoli to let Osimhen go, I haven't even done my research what his release clause is going to cost, but I think his contract is ending at Napoli, so I don't think he has like a
yeah.
release clause.
He has one more year with Napoli after
Oh
when
crap!
after the summer. So the thing is, Napoli will want to cash out on him right
Mm-hmm.
now
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't see himself playing for Napoli anymore, from what
Mm-hmm.
I've heard. Um, so it's either like I think there was a rumor that was stating that United would do a swap deal with Napoli, give Napoli Rasmus Højlund, and then Osimhen comes to United, so which will
Oh.
reduce the fee that United have to pay for him because they're doing a
Mm-hmm.
swap deal, right?
No, I
Um,
think they should recall Scott McTominay.
I don't know.
I don't
Honestly,
know
I
if a
don't know.
recall is on his contract though.
I don't know what
But
his
that
contract.
Angel Gomez, apparently his contract has a recall contract on his
United
contract.
did that with a lot of their
Yes, a lot
homegrown
of their
talents.
players.
Yeah,
So if they need to recall a player, just like how Chelsea did Chaloba, right? They had to
yeah,
recall the boy back. So I don't know if Scott McTominay has a recall on his contract, but Scott McTominay was there for like what 14 years.
yeah.
14 years. So I guess they kind of washed off their hands of the guy, and I don't think they added that clause to his contract. I
Like I
don't
think
think.
even before he left, like Ten Hag was very sad to lose him because you know how Ten Hag used him as like his super sub. Whenever the shit was going down, Ten Hag would just bring him in, and then
Yeah,
somehow we at least score one goal.
that
Then
was our holy savior,
uh,
our stoppage master, literally.
yeah, like I
Um.
think the thing is things would have been different if we actually got Ruben in the summer
Mm-hmm.
compared to keeping Ten Hag
Mm-hmm.
and just letting him bring in his own players.
Mm-hmm.
If the club had sacked Ten Hag after the FA Cup win
Mm-hmm.
and they brought in Ruben in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the things would have been different. And I think a couple players we won't have a couple players that we have right now in the team as well,
But
right?
these same
But
Ineos people are the ones that came up with the five golden rules. So that golden rules, no Galactico, nobody above 23, no manager can pick a
yeah,
player anymore. So if the manager wants a player, the manager has to identify what position he needs a player, and then the scouting department will go and find the player. And I think when they have like their top three of all the scouting they've done, then they will allow the manager to select who he wants to select.
Yeah.
I, I,
Well, I
I
think
think they
I think
failed in that golden role. I feel like they need to optimize that. They need to add more flexibility because we've always known managers to bring in their own players at the end of the
mhm,
day, you know.
yeah,
But for them to come in and start trying to make some crazy adjustments,
yeah,
it doesn't work like that. And that's a very important thing in football that I feel like they are going to mismanage. Allow Ruben bring in his players. Allow
yeah,
managers, even if it is a flop, whatever it is, still give them that flexibility of bringing in their players. At the end of the day, you still have a scouting department that should also be doing their jobs too as well. Because you
yeah,
can't tell me that we don't have a board of director that approves buying of a player.
hmm,
Is it the manager that costs up the money to buy the player? No, that's none of his business. But if the manager says this is a player that I want, this is how much it's going to cost. If the club says, okay, we can't afford that player right now, right?
yeah,
What do you want us to do? Now they will start doing buy one, get one free. They bought Delete and got Mazarawi for free. That kind of a deal.
yeah.
We were very lucky with that deal. I would consider that a very lucky deal. But they need to cough out money. They need to cough out money to buy these players because we cannot be buying regular start players from one club just because they had a good season. All of a sudden now they are like the next thing in the world. They are the this, they are the era, they are like
Hmm.
Sexy just had a 1 year good season. That's it. It wasn't like he had like 5 years good season. I think Victor in Sporting CP has had like a longevity of good seasons while he
Yeah,
was under
Amorim.
Ruben, right?
Yeah,
We want player like that because at the end of the day, consistency is key. You have to make sure
yeah,
that okay, this player year in, year out, if they are not injured, they give their life to the football.
hmm,
So I think Ineos group need to amend that side of their policy because it's going to
yeah.
kill us at the end of the day. You know, I don't
I
know what.
think I think they're probably. I mean, I think to be honest, many of these things are done from like a probably like a financial point of view. You know, they're
Mhm,
trying their best to keep as much money in the club than money going out of the club, right?
mhm.
Um, especially with the interview with Jim Ratcliffe claiming that the club would have been broke by the end of the year and all
That
that
thing
stuff.
scared me.
So
That
it's
thing
just like,
scared me. He said, if we buy more players, we're gonna be broke. We're going to file for bankruptcy. I said, wait, what? Is it that deep? Yes, that was where he mentioned that the 3% ticket raise is going to stand. Nothing is stopping that. They are going to raise their ticket by 3%. And
yeah,
they need to be able to sell tickets for them to, you can tell that ticket is what is keeping these people alive.
literally, like because I don't even know if like jersey sales are even doing much this time anyway. Because I don't think with the way players are playing, I don't think anyone wants to buy their jerseys, right?
They should be lucky that I
Maybe
even bought a preseason ticket to go to Atlanta. I just felt like, okay, um, it's just another vacation for me, to be honest. It's just
yeah,
another vacation for me to just travel down to Atlanta. I already have a place to stay. There's a guy in the group, Deba. You know Deba, right?
he's my cousin.
I didn't know. So I'm going to be at Abby's house. I stay at Abby's house if I'm in Atlanta
Okay,
with the children. Yes. So
yeah,
that's where I'm going to stay. I didn't know that was your cousin, but hey,
yeah, well,
welcome to
he's
the
my
family.
cousin. Yeah, we're
Oh
cousins.
my goodness. So I have a place to stay when I go to Atlanta. And there's another girl on TikTok here. Her name is Sunshine FC. She has a YouTube page. You can follow her. She also has a TikTok and she talks a lot about Manchester United. I'm hoping that I will see her there already. In fact, we chatted on group on WhatsApp anyway. So she gave me her seat number, and then from her seat number, I was able to buy my own ticket, just like two two lines behind her. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good preseason. I missed her last season because she was meant to come to San Diego, but she ended up going to North Carolina to watch Liverpool and Man United for the preseason. But they beat us like 3-0. I said, thank God, I won't watch.
But
I
they did
just
the
spend
same
all
for
that money
Rashford
for
and
you to be
stuff.
beaten by academy players. Oh, hell no. But
Uh,
yeah, so good thing is I'm going to see her for the very first time this year, and probably I don't know who else I'm going to see. I know they usually do like some pre-party event. I got that last year. It's like strictly VIP. Like the people that I saw, they were content creators, and at that time I
mm,
was not even creating content. I was just strictly on TikTok. I was with, trust me, I don't know if you can check my TikTok. You will see all the people that I saw that they brought John, they brought KG, they brought what is this guy's name? Flex. They brought a whole lot of content creators. I was like, what am I doing here?
it was good exposure at the end of
What
the
am
day.
I doing here? I'm not even a content creator, nothing. But it's Los Angeles, it's at the SoFi, it's very close by. I had a good time. I really had a good time. I'm hoping this I'm actually going to the preseason because I smell a good season. I can
I
just feel it.
think next season will be better than this season
I
has
can just
been.
feel it, to be honest.
Um,
I can literally just feel it because the fact that Ruben can stand on business and send Rashford on loan, because remember, Rashford is that untouchable guy in the club. I said, this is what we need. We need a manager that's going to stand on business because I think Rashford has been over pampered and that time has come to an end. You know, at some point, you're not bigger than the club anymore. No matter what they say about you and your career, you're not bigger than the club. But that was the vibe we were getting with Rashford. Like, you can talk to me like that. Okay, but show us the numbers. Show us the numbers. You're making 300 and what? 20K? Casemiro is
Something
like
like
the
that, around
highest,
that. Yeah.
300 ish. So please give us the data. We want to see, we like data. Data is the only thing that can prove things wrong. Give us the stats. Let's see the rate. Let's match up. Let's match it up and see if it matches your salary because it does not. And I think the next thing they want to do is get rid of all these expensive players so that way we have
Yeah,
a lot of money in the bank.
that's what I think I've been saying that for a while now. They're literally trying to just take out all the highest paid players out of the team so that then they can actually focus on the rebuild. On, they pay players based on how they play, right?
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
And I think right now, from what I'm hearing, that's the issue that the club is having with negotiating with Kobe Mino right now,
Yep.
because he wants to get paid big money because of his status right now, even
Hmm.
though he hasn't played in a long time for the club.
Hmm.
But he helped England get to the finals of the Euros last summer, right?
Summer.
So
Yep.
he believes he shouldn't be on 20K per week. I think he's probably looking at something in around the, or maybe the 150 or the
But 150
180
is
or
not
something.
bad. 150 is
Like
not
I
bad.
think,
Lindelof is making 250.
but like honestly, I think for a kid his age, I don't know. Like
I get
150
where
is
you're
not
coming
bad.
from, though. I really get.
If
I don't want a player like Kobe to be motivated by money right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when they
Like
have not really proven themselves that much. You only proved yourself in one season. But yes, it's also if you also have to look at it, right? I in my
yeah,
both sides to me are right. It feels like injustice. It feels like, okay, Luke Shaw is out almost the entire season and he's cashing out like 250K a week.
but I think the thing is like you can't really like you can't be looking at it like that because like um many of these players they signed their contract when the club was still under the Glazers, when the
Mhm.
Glazers were still running the footballing part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Ineos is in, they are the ones running the footballing part of the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so their rules have changed. The rules have
Mm-hmm.
changed in terms of what contracts are going to be like, and how much you're going to be
What do you
getting.
think is also their agent too as well?
Their agents as well, and the people around them as well, will probably be talking to them in their ear. You should be asking for all this stuff because this player is getting paid this much money, and you are putting in probably the same amount of work, and you deserve to be getting paid this much more amount of money
Mm-hmm.
as well, right? So it's just I think like there's a lot of things at play here when it comes to players and their contracts and
Mm-hmm.
on this stuff. Like obviously Kobe should be getting paid, a significant amount, definitely better than 20K
Maybe like
per,
80.
per
Maybe
race, right?
80 is fine.
But he's not. I don't think he's gonna take that because like
Yeah.
he's literally talking about how He's already made his international debut. At a young age, he's taken. Gone to the Euro finals with England
Right.
and won the FA Cup with United last season. So right, played some pretty important roles in last season's victories. So I think they're just like probably a lot of people talking to him right now. His agents, maybe his family members, telling him, "These are look at your achievements right now."
Yeah, pushing him.
You
Yeah.
know, right? Like look at your achievements. Look at the achievements Rashford has had in his time in the club. Maybe you should be getting not the same amount as Rashford, but something close, right?
Yeah.
So,
Because Rashford
um,
actually joined around that
yeah.
age ish. But I don't know how much he was making back then. I don't know how much he was making back then. But well,
But I think the whole thing about signing Galacticos, maybe I don't think we need to be looking at Galacticos right now. We're not in the position to be buying or even playing, like big name players like that because I don't think the club has been playing as well as they should to be able to, get those kind of players. I don't.
yes.
I might get a lot of scrutiny for it, but that's just my opinion, right? Like if you're not playing, if the club is not performing the way they did in the past, they
Hmm.
don't deserve to be getting all these big name players. And I think if anything, they should probably just go back to their roots and look at how Sir Alex built the team,
From
back
scratch.
in the 90s, class of 92, for example, right? So it's just
But then again, we'll
yeah,
never get players like that anymore because it has become a monetized industry now. You know,
yeah.
the days where people will even play for free has gone. Look at Igalo saying that he took a pay cut so that he could play for Manchester United. How many players want to take a pay cut to play for Manchester United now?
It's not
He
it's
just
not the
wanted to
same. It's
wear
like
the
different
badge, go back.
mentality. Exactly. Different mentalities these days, right? Like
Yeah,
um but I think that's just something that the club just has to deal with and at the end of the day. So hopefully soon enough, the club will be back to its glory. But for now we just have to be patient and just watch how things unfold. And
yeah.
I think my biggest hope is that Ruben, achieves success with the club and not end up like all the other managers we've had since Sir Alex left.
I was about to ask you that what area do you think Ruben needs to work on? You understand? But it's a lot.
um,
It's a lot.
I
I
think
feel
I
like they
think
dumped a lot of problems on his neck.
yeah, he came in with the club was already
In
down the tubes when he
shambles.
came in.
Yeah.
So he came in and he's doing a good job, like taking everything in,
Fixing everything back,
etc.
picking all the pieces from this. Yes, I think he's really, really doing a good job. I also like the relationship he has with the players. I like the way he chats with them. I like the way he comports himself in the press conferences that we see.
Yeah,
I like how he's just so gentle. He's not aggressive. He he's not one of those people, second FC, that'll be like, I cannot answer that question. I cannot answer
hmm
that question. Next question, please. Next question, please. I'm not going to answer that question. Next question, please. Yes. And then all the walk off the stage. I don't think we've gotten that yet. But I think it tells you the kind of person that he is. I think he's a very gentleman. And I also
Yeah.
think he's somebody that really likes what he does. And I also think that if we can wrap our hands around Ruben Amorim and keep him, you see that guy on our group chat that's always saying they need to fire Ruben Amorim. I'm like, this dude just got here. This dude
Um,
just got here. What do you mean fire him already? Already? Like, please don't
well, I think
let's
because a
let's
lot of
slow down
people are
on
looking
this
at the
firing
stats,
and
right?
hiring thing because we need to freeze it. We need to go on a hiring freeze right now. To be honest, we don't need to hire
Okay.
nobody.
Yeah, they are looking at the stats because right now the stats show a negative, thing on Ruben. He has more losses than wins for the club.
Yeah.
So
And he also has a lot
obviously,
of injured players. I mean, but it's not as much as what Eric Ten Hag sustained. This time last year, we did not have players anymore.
oh my
Even
goodness, Ten Hag's
Kwambala was
coffee.
injured. Harry Maguire was injured. Lindelof was injured.
Varane was
Lissandro was
injured.
also injured.
Lisandro Martinez was injured.
We had to
Um,
go and bring some academy players. Um, we that was when the debut. I think that was when they debuted Toby Coyler. Actually, that was when
yeah.
Toby Coyler came in, and who was at the back? Oh, Casemiro started playing at the back. Remember? Eric Ten Hag started put. Listen, we were short. We were literally done. So for the fact that we even won that FA Cup with everything that we went through last season, listen, I
Like I
think
think I
I'm not
think
delusional, but I think we might win this Europa League. I'm not
I
delusional.
mean a lot of people are actually saying that United has a big chance of winning it. Um, I would love it if we won the Europa League or if we
Oh,
win the league.
Ruben, yes, yes. At least
Um,
you need to take one for the team.
because
Like he
I think
came in the
it will
middle
just
of
show that
shit and he's winning a
exactly.
trophy. Please,
Hmm.
that would be like one of the best thing that probably ever happened to him, and that would even motivate him more to want to do more. You
Yeah,
understand? I feel like that would really, really, really help him with the whole rebuilding thing that the Ineos group are trying to do because Eric Ten Hag left. 2 years have crashed already. Now you're bringing in
yeah,
somebody to come and pick up the pieces from the ground. That means the rebuilding continues. The rebuilding phase that has crumbled is like having an earthquake, right? Everything
hmm,
collapses, and then you have to pick up from the whatever leftover you can get. You get it and build back up again. So it's to me, I look at it like a punishment. Like Ruben is just. I don't like when people like this guy just got here 3 months ago, right?
yeah,
It's not like Spurs manager. As a matter of fact, I think everyone in Tottenham wants this guy out. They want him out
yeah.
so bad.
They want him out.
It's crazy. They want him out so bad. But if you look at Ruben's situation, even all the analysts out here on TV, they're not even saying Ruben out. They're not even saying that. They're like, we need to back this guy up because as much as people did not like Eric Ten Hag, right? It was very
Hmm.
evident that Eric Ten Hag was not the problem in United. It is the players that were stuck with crazy players. We have
Yeah,
players that their contract will not even run out till in the next 2 years, aka Luke Shaw, and Casemiro till 2026. Hopefully, we have a buyer. If we don't have a buyer, we're stuck with Casemiro. That's how it works. We
hmm,
don't have players that we can even sell for profit at this point. Well, I know that PSG came for Rashford. PSG came for Rashford, and I think another club came for Garnacho. I don't know if that would have been a good decision to let him go. But like you said
yeah,
earlier, the club wants to build their, I don't want to use the word legacy, but their goal, everything they want to rebuild from the time Ineos acquired 25% of the club. I think they have a certain player that they want to build up and then sell out. Kobe is
yeah,
part of them. Ganacho is part of them. As a matter of fact, Hoyland is part of them. I was surprised. Hoyland is a part of the team. Bruno is also a part of the team. And as a matter of fact, Harry Maguire told us he's also part of the team.
I think the thing is like, as much as a lot of people want to like dislike Maguire, he's decent. He's
Hmm.
decent. Like I would say he's world class. He's decent. He's a decent football player.
Hmm.
He's reliable in the sense that if you when you need him, he plays. He plays
Yeah,
his
he shows
best,
up. Yeah,
right? Unfortunately, sometimes he makes mistakes, but that's everybody. Everybody makes
just like
mistakes.
everyone else. Yeah,
Yeah. But it's just like I think a lot of people just want so many things to just happen so quickly and
magic.
right
Yeah,
now, but like it doesn't work like that. You
yeah.
know, you have to go through a lot of upside downs before you can even go up again, right?
What
And
did Ruben say when he got here? He said we're going to suffer. That was the
yeah,
word he used. He said, we're going to suffer, but my goal is to win the Premier League.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He even said it in his press conference 2 days ago before the derby. He literally, like, I think one of the reporters asked him like, "Are you thinking of like?" He said that next year United will compete for the Premier League, and then a reporter was like, "So are you saying that Man United will win the Premier League next season?" He said, "No, there's a big difference between competing and winning it." He said, "I literally just said we're going to compete for the Premier League. You
Ruben
know,
is not trying to be like
I'm
Enzo
not,
Maresca.
I'm not going to win it. I'm just going to try and compete, right? You
Ruben
have to
is
give
not
it
trying to be like Enzo. Because
because
Enzo came, apparently his contract is to fix the club, you understand, to a very good pace, which miraculously he succeeded, right?
yeah,
But his goal is to make sure that Chelsea is in top four to compete for Champions League.
yeah,
But look at him now. He has been successful so far, right? But what if next season comes that is in his contract and things fall apart? How can we
okay.
resuscitate a situation like that?
Well,
Then there's no room for excuse because that's what you put in your contract. There's no
exactly,
there's no
right? Exactly. And I
take
think
your pink slip and be gone. That's it.
so. Like I think me, I'm not worried about United that much these days. Like
Hmm.
I know things are crap with the club. You know, players can definitely perform better.
Hmm.
But I think it's just I'm more hopeful for next season than this season. I think
Me
this season
too.
I'm kind of just like okay,
Me too.
if we get to the Europa League finals, I'll be very very happy.
Me
The
too.
rest of the season is kind of done because I think if anything this season we were consistent at being inconsistent.
Yep.
So
It's like a wavelength. Like 1 minute we're like good, good, good. Oh my god, I have hope. Next season is
yeah,
like boom to the ground. It's like wait, what happened?
you know,
Where did we go wrong?
I have no idea. Like the saddest thing this season I heard was United has not won back-to-back Premier League games this season. It's like we win a Premier League game, we either lose or draw the next game.
Yeah, I saw
So
on the
it's
board today. Brighton has won their fifth straight Premier League game today. Actually,
yeah, and we haven't even done two. We haven't done two straight. It's like
like
there are eight games left this season, and we haven't been able to win back-to-back games this season in the league.
seven. Actually,
Oh,
seven more
seven more
games.
games. Yeah, because today
Seven
was
more
what day
games to
one.
go because that was when the lady was highlighting that Southampton, for the very first time, with 7 games left, have been
Yeah,
officially relegated. That normally, I don't think they wait
I think it's like with like 4 or 5 games
four,
left,
four,
and
four,
then
5 games to go. Yes, before they determine that it's officially relegated. And tomorrow, Newcastle will face Leicester City. I think they're going to officially
relegate
tell
them as well.
Le-
Yeah,
Leicester City and Ruud van Nistelrooy. Thank God. Mm.
but I think Ruud he would thrive in the championship with Leicester. He came in and Leicester were already shit. you can't really do much when you're literally put in a team that is already shit. The best thing you can do is try to fight to stay.
When Ruben is sure, sorry to cut you, my dear. When Ruben acquired, I'm sorry, when Ruud Van Nistelrooy acquired Leicester City, Leicester City was sitting on the 14th place. I'm sorry,
14th?
probably
It was
15 or
14th?
16.
I thought they
Probably
were already in the relegation zone
it was
when they were
Wolverhampton, it was Wolves, Ipswich, and Southampton.
okay.
Leicester and Everton were like top and bottom, top and bottom.
Oh,
Yes, when Ruud took over Leicester City, they were not even in the relegation zone at all. It was
oh wow.
when he took over them, then we beat them like three times. We beat
Yeah.
them three times or four times this season because he beat
And
them.
he beat them with United.
He beat them. I think Eric Ten Hag beat them once. Ruud beat them the second time. I think we beat them four times this season, either four or three, one of the two. But yes, Ruud Van Nistelrooy literally destroyed Leicester City before he took over that club. And as at that time, they were not even in the relegation zone at all because it was Wolverhampton before they fired their manager and then they came out of that pothole.
Oh, maybe
Now
his
Wolverhampton is
season
out
was
here
better for
balling.
him.
Look at them balling on TV. Those people, you can tell that their goal is not even to win the Premier League or whatever. They just
No.
want to develop their players and sell them out. Didn't they sell Pedro Neto, the guy in Chelsea? I might be
Yeah.
wrong. I think he came from Wolverhampton, and then that other guy Cunha.
Cunha, he's leaving this summer. He already said that he wants a bigger
Oh,
challenge.
mm,
So
mm, mm.
a lot of teams are scouting him right now, and United is one of the teams scouting him.
But he's always
Um,
injured though,
well, the thing
just
is
like
like,
Neto, just like Neto. But I'm surprised Neto has not picked up any injury this season.
which is good. It's
Hmm.
getting his price up. If Wolves have to sell him, then they will sell him. Right at the end of the day. Um,
Anyway, let's wrap this up. Um, it's been a good first recap with you actually.
yeah,
Uh,
no problem. Hey, this
and
was
thank you
great.
for coming. You actually talk like Deva.
A lot of people say we have a lot of similarities.
Yes, you talk like
Yeah,
him. You talk like him.
like
Anyway, I did not talk about the referee today, but I think overall the referee was fair today. He made sure
it
that he didn't
was
waste a lot of
probably one of the
time.
most fair. Yeah,
Yes, he was
exactly.
very fair today. No time wasting. Like, hey, get up and start running.
Like he
Yeah,
was, I think in the past few derbies, this was probably one of the most fair referee
subtle.
derbies
Yes.
I've
I felt at
watched.
peace because I was like, oh my God, today red yellow card is gonna be flying left and right. If it was Anthony that was here today,
Oh
somebody would
no,
have
I
gotten a red
despise
card.
that guy. I despise
Yes,
that guy.
yes, yes,
That
yes, yes.
guy, he hates United. I know that for a fact because every time he refs a
He
United
doesn't
game,
like us at all. It's very, very
no,
obvious. There's just something about him and Manchester United. I think
yeah,
I heard that he doesn't like Arsenal too.
no,
That he likes
no.
Liverpool.
He's a Newcastle fan.
Aha,
That's why he despises United.
aha.
Um,
It's making sense
so
now because most
yeah,
Newcastle fans are OGs and they never left. Not like Mark Goldbridge. Mark Goldbridge is the one that used to be a Nottingham Forest fan before he became a United fan. But
that guy is just collecting badges. That's all I can say.
I think people hate on Mark Goldbridge, but I want to say that the guy understands the assignment, right? He knows how to profit on this
That's
internet
true. That's
because at the
true.
end of the day, um, there's no kumbaya with what is going on in Manchester United right now, right?
Yeah,
So it's always very fiery, and he knows that that will get a lot of people's nerves. So that's why he goes that direction. When you understand the kind of audience that you have, when you know that
yeah.
when you throw like a controversial topic out there that is going to rage people, literally. You even see people when I joined his life, you see people saying, "That's a lie, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake." Is it not the same person that said Mason Mount was injured? Not him though, but somebody else used his platform to announce that Mason Mount getting injured. So that was
Yeah.
why I dropped it in the group chat that, oh my God, I just heard that Mason Mount is injured. And they were planning to send him to Switzerland for proper treatment because
Oh wow.
apparently all the good doctors are in Switzerland. I mean, I was like, if this guy's situation has gotten to this extent, he might as well go to Abu Dhabi to seek treatment because it looks like the one that we have, it ain't working. It's
Yeah.
not working. So you might as well outsource your medical staff or whatever and go and find somebody that would really do in fact, send him to Japan because those people understand the anatomy of the body. Send him there. If they need to be poking him every day to remove all the bad blood from his they need to do a blood transfusion. Maybe do a bone marrow transfusion. I don't care at this point. This guy needs to be solid. Like you can't be a broken egg every 2 to 5 business days. No. Anyway, apparently looks like it was fake news. Thank God that Ruben came and debunked that whole rumor and everybody
Yeah.
was a little bit at ease because that would have been a scary situation right there. But back to what I was saying, I think the referee was very fair, and I really
Yeah.
hope we have good referees like that. Because also this guy commented the Chelsea boss in his post live match, not the game they played today, the last game they played. He was like, why is it taking 6 minutes for the VAR to determine if it was an offside, if it was a penalty or whatever? Why is it taking forever? You have the VAR guy, you have the assistant, and then you have the referee on the pitch. Why is it taking forever to determine something? You know, I feel like what is the whole point of even having the damn VAR if you're not going to analyze your if it's a goal, if it's an offside goal in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Maximum I can give you is one minute. 60 seconds is enough to do your quick replay and determine.
Mm.
Now, if they cannot come to a conclusion, then you can bring the referee to come and look at the TV and determine if it's a penalty or it's offside or whatever. I just feel like
Yeah.
they're just wasting too much time. And then before you know, you're already given like 10 minutes of additional stoppage. Like it doesn't make sense. Nobody has time to be sitting down for that long,
Yeah.
but that's just me ranting on this whole. Hopefully, next season we
Well,
have new laws coming in.
yeah. And then they have automated
If
offside
Onana holds that
next
ball for more
season.
than 8 seconds, it's going to be a corner kick,
Onana won't be there next season.
automatic corner kick. So I don't know if Onana is staying, if he's going. I don't know his future. I have a feeling he's staying. I have a feeling he's staying. I'm telling you, I have a feeling he's staying.
Well,
Because
I think he probably will stay. And then
Tom is
there's
leaving.
Tom Heaton will leave. Heaton will
Correct.
leave or retire. Either leave or retire.
Yes, he's actually
Um,
retiring, and I think if he retires, he's just going to be focusing more on England. And
yeah.
yeah, I think he's just going to focus more on England. I don't think Tom Bayende should go. We can use him for like
No,
smaller trophy
he's
competitions.
been solid in his starts, except for that time when he played against Arsenal and they just abused the corner kicks.
There was a leak, man. Dude was leaking left and right. I was like, oh my god, please! What kind of Turkish goalkeeper do we have?
Oh man. I
Nigerians
think
run with the whole the way they
it
were
was
mocking this guy, it was crazy. I was like, dude, leave this dude alone. I beg. It's not that serious. But
but
they were like,
he's
ah,
actually quite solid.
this
He
guy is
just
number
doesn't get
one
enough of
in the
the
Turkey
kicks.
in his country.
He
His
was
country.
no more since he moved to United and plays maybe like 2 games per season. He hasn't been number one for Turkey, and I think even the coach for the Turkish national team said that if he doesn't play more, he shouldn't be looking at getting playing time for Turkey either. So
Oh,
I feel bad for the guy,
damn.
and now
Mm-mm.
that he's injured, he can't even play. Right? Well, I think he's coming back now. Oh, he's almost back from injury. So
Yeah.
yeah, but Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully he will get better.
overall, this game was it was all right. It was like I think my expectation for today's game was honestly I had a big feeling that we might win the game today. Um,
Are you
I
happy
think
with
just
the
because
draw?
like I wasn't happy with the draw. I thought we were the better team,
Me too.
honestly.
Me too. Same
Um,
here.
our attacks were much more threatening than City's attacks. Um, and I think even though we didn't have the ball most of the match,
Hmm.
but whenever we got it, we were just quick on the counter. I think because we don't have that pace on the wings anymore, it
Hmm.
kills our counter, you
Hmm.
know. And I think for me, that's why I still miss Rashford on the left
Hmm.
compared to Garnacho
What about
because
Anthony?
if I mean Anthony on the right is
Oh my
it's hard.
goodness. It's
It's hard
hard
because
because the boy is literally balling at Betis. Like,
like
what is going on? What are we missing? What are we not seeing?
I think we're what the players that we get at United are sad, depressed players. When they leave, they become happy and they're stress free, and they're able to express themselves more on the pitch compared to when they play for United. Because if you try and do something on the pitch when you're playing for United, everyone's going to be talking about it, especially when you
The
mess up.
fans are booing you. Look at how they tell Bruno he has a dirty teeth. He has this. He has. I'm like, oh.
Like, remember Anthony's first season? He decided to do the whole around the world spinorama with the ball,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then he made that terrible pass, and nobody let that go. That's what I mean. When you try and show yourself in United colors, people are gonna drag you,
I
especially
also
if you
think
mess
that
up after.
those are things that they need to consider too when they're bringing in players. Like you have to mentally evaluate these people. Like you have to let them know that it's like you're coming into a war zone,
Yeah,
and how can you take the heat when the house is falling apart? You get,
like
what do you do? Look at what um Zexi displayed last year. You understand? You don't go into the tunnel and start crying. No, you have to come and sit down here.
yeah,
You can't show no weakness because once they see that you're weak, they will take
they
advantage of you.
they will take
They will
exactly. They
take
just
advantage of
they
you.
rip you apart,
And
literally.
Ruben was so amazing to give this guy the courage that he truly, truly needed. And you can tell that after that whole situation, it's like Zexi's light bulb came up. He's
Yeah,
not perfect right now. He's not as polished as we want him to be right now. But you can just tell, you can sense the difference in his character right now when he's on the pitch. Like I feel like he even became more aggressive now.
yeah,
Yeah, he became more aggressive on the pitch. So if he can keep up that mentality, I think next season might be his season, in my opinion.
yeah. I think for me, I am much more comfortable with the club keeping Xerxes
Hmm.
than Hoyland right now. No offense to my boy Hoyland. As much as I want Hoyland to succeed at United, it's not looking like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Um, because Xerxes has just he's shown more. I think he's shown more improvement in his short stay in the club than Hoyland has.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
Hoyland has been here for a whole year, and
Hmm.
he's still making the same mistakes that he made in his first season. And
Hmm.
it's like,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
what were you doing in the off season, right? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. Xerxes has come in. You see, Xerxes, he's literally running into the box and
Hmm.
he's attacking.
Hmm.
He's trying to win headers in the box when the
Hmm.
ball is crossed in. Whenever the ball is placed at his feet, he's
Hmm.
trying to shoot the ball. He's not like holding the ball and then thinking about, oh, should I shoot or should I pass to anybody? And I
Hmm.
think that's where Hoyland lacks. Like
Relax.
those are
Yeah.
the skills that he lacks. He doesn't. He's always. I think once he gets the ball, he doesn't think, oh, let me just as I'm a striker,
It could be
let me
pressure.
go and just you know, shoot the ball.
Yeah. He
He's
needs
gonna
to
try.
put that confidence
I
in
think
him.
exactly.
Because we saw that
Like
at Real Sociedad, right? We saw how many times the attempts, at least the attempts were beautiful. We were
yeah,
even thinking that, okay, with all this gra, something would come out, but nothing came out. It was just an unfortunate bad luck game for him. But we all saw
exactly.
how he tried. He was trying. Those chances that Bruno sent to him, oh, chef kids, were so amazing. But
But
unfortunately,
today just
he
wasn't it.
just could not put
Like
the
I
ball in the
think
net.
today would have been the perfect game. City they don't have
Somebody said Ganacho was putting the ball at the back of the net.
behind the net if anything.
Behind the net. I'm like, you people need to calm down.
Like
Listen,
I think
Ganacho, you're
today
supposed to put the ball in the net, not behind the net.
Garnacho's today I was just so disappointed in his gameplay.
It was
Like
frustrating to
he
watch.
was forcing this whole narrative of I don't know why in his head. I think he always reads the headlines before the game even starts and it's like Garnacho saves United, Garnacho wins the game for United. I'm like, you need to get out of your head. I know you're a kid, but you need to get out of your head.
Yeah.
Like you need to be able to know when is the right time to shoot and when is the right time to pass. Like especially the game last week against East um Nottingham Forest. Why
Oh,
was he shooting so much?
it was so much. I
Like
was
how many
boiling.
shots got blocked and how many shots went into the stands? I was like,
I was
dude, I
boiling.
think
I was fuming.
United had 23 shots in that game,
And
and I'm
nothing.
pretty sure 10 shots were from Garnacho,
Oh yeah.
maybe
Oh
even
yeah.
more.
One came
Because
from Mason Mount for sure. One came from Mason Mount that he missed.
yeah,
Even today,
one
Mason
came
Mount
from
missed some. I was
Maguire.
like, oh my god, Mason. Mason, I think you're giving me hope. You're really giving me hope,
Mason
honestly.
is the perfect player for Amorim's system, but
Mm,
he can't keep fit enough to play in Amorim's system.
because Amorim mentioned in one of his conferences that Mason has played his style while he was at Chelsea. So he
With
doesn't see a reason
Tuchel,
why.
yeah,
Yes, with Thomas, yes.
Tuchel played
He
a
doesn't see a reason
3-5-2
why.
formation.
Yep.
That's why
Yep.
Mason is naturally just acclimatized to that formation.
Yes.
We don't have the players for that formation right now. But
Yeah.
I mean, with the
I think
investments in
Ahmad can play
local,
4-3-3.
Ahmad can.
Yes.
Ahmad has proved it multiple times. And
Yes.
that was the player I missed today. Imagine we had Ahmad's pressing and Xerxes pressing today.
Hmm.
Would have won that game.
Yeah.
Would have
Easy.
definitely won that game.
Easy.
Like the
Easy.
fact that
We just made
we didn't
Man
have
City look
Ahmad,
so good today.
man.
Like, we could have destroyed them today, man. That today was who
Their
had.
backline was
Can
so
you check the
shaky.
possession rate?
Hmm?
Who can you check the possession rate? The first half and the second half. Let me see who
Man
dominated.
City had more possession both halves.
Oh, but okay.
Yeah, Man City had possession both halves.
It didn't look like it to
Um,
me though.
no, because United did not have possession both halves. It was Man City. Man City basically they just had the ball the entire time. Um,
Damn. Onana blocked 6 shots. 6. Okay. Damn. Okay. That is crazy. So Onana made 6 saves while Edison made 2 saves. Oof.
yeah, from the two shots on target that we had.
Yes. That is
So
crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. Anyway, it was nice hanging out with you. I think we should do a keep, sell, and bench.
yeah, I'm down for that. I'm
I
down
kind
for
of
that.
want to have maybe one more person here so that it's very.
We definitely need like a
Yes,
third
I need
person, to be
I need
honest.
I need one person. Probably Kiwi boy in the chat.
Yeah,
Maybe next I will do that privately with you guys on your free time. Keep,
yeah,
sell, and bench because we are getting to the end of the
for the
season now.
season. Yeah,
So I feel like we need to know what we're keeping, what we're going to manage, and who's going to sit on the damn bench next season. Because you know, Aiden for sure is not even. Aiden is going to be a starter next season. We know that one for sure. We know that
That's if
Mzarawi.
we don't invest in the back line.
Maybe you'll be surprised that next month, if Macy Man can stay fit, he's going to be a
Yeah.
starter next season.
Oh,
And
definitely.
Casemiro will be sitting on the bench. Yes.
Yeah.
Casemiro will sit on the bench. Ugarte is
Casemiro
going to
won't
be
be
a
here
starter
next
next
season.
season for sure.
I
Ugarte is,
don't think Casemiro is starting next season. He's not going to be in United next season. He's going to be gone.
I thought his contract ends 2026.
Yeah, but I'm sure the club wants to make some money on him because there have been rumors of Saudi clubs approaching Casemiro for a
Since
mid.
last year. Since last year,
So
we've been hearing that. I think Casemiro should go to Inter Miami. He should go to the MLS. I also think that, oh yeah, this guy's leaving. Ericsson is definitely leaving.
yeah,
And Lindelof is also leaving. I don't think they're going to keep Lindelof at all.
he has
Um,
done well for the club. It's time to go.
Another player I feel like we might recall is Kwambala because the guy is balling at what's that club? Villarreal. He's balling there
That's
and
a player I think we shouldn't have sold
sold.
in the summer.
Mhm.
Him and the kid in Benfica, the left back at Benfica. What's his name again?
Alvarez?
Uh, Alvarez.
Yes,
Alvarez.
Alvarez. Yes, 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 yes.
Why we sold him when we had two injured left backs made no sense to me. I was like, what is wrong with this club sometimes?
Yeah, their decision making has cost us a lot, a whole
Like
lot.
you sell your only like available left back
Hmm.
because you feel like the two left backs that you have are gonna come back in time.
Hmm.
Everybody knows that setbacks happen when people are recovering sometimes.
Hmm.
Don't sell him, keep him. He's a young kid. He definitely would have learned from all the playing time he would have gotten. That way, we wouldn't have wasted half the season playing Dalot at left back.
Hmm. Hmm. To be
And
honest, Dalot should sit on the bench next season. That guy has tried.
oh yeah,
That guy
yeah,
has paid his. I don't care how anybody feels about Dalot. He needs a backup. He needs a backup. And I thought Luke Shaw was gonna debut today because I saw the dude was
no,
warming
I
up.
didn't think he was going to debut
I
today.
was like, oh my god, finally French fries is back.
I think I think Amorim would have brought him on. Say if we were winning the game like 2-0, Amorim would
Yes.
have brought him on just like
Luke Shaw on, right? And did you
yeah.
see Pep talking to him at the end of the game?
Yep, talking to Ruben. Yeah,
Luke
yeah, yeah,
Shaw.
yeah,
Talking to Luke
yeah.
Shaw. He
Oh,
even gave me
really?
a hug. Yes. I was like, what are
I
you?
mean, I
Because
think
Luke
the
Shaw was
crowd
like
is
this.
like,
He was like this. I was like, what are you guys talking about? What are you what's under your sleeve, Luke Shaw? What are you doing? What are you saying? Are you trying to betray United now? Are you spilling
he's not
teas?
gonna betray United. If he betrays United, no one really cares. I think everyone will be happy that he's gone and that he'll
Mm-hmm.
be Master's problem with
Mm-hmm.
his injuries at the end of the
Nobody is
day.
even gonna
So
fuss at all. Like, okay, bye bye. Just go. Just be gone
yeah,
with the wind. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to walk around your schedule for the keep, sell, and bench. I think
yeah.
it's going to be interesting, actually. It's going to be interesting. Our next game is with
Leon on
Leon
Thursday.
on Thursday. I'm feeling confident about that one. I don't think I have to worry about that. But
First leg,
they've
I
won
don't know.
four out of their 5 games. Their last
Yeah,
5 games, they lost. They won their last game. And United they have 2 draws, 2 wins, and 1 loss. So it's still about the same aggregates, in my opinion. Whether you draw, whether you
hmm
win, not the same thing, no. Because
yeah.
everybody collect 1 point to go house. Yeah.
We'll get to
So,
see Nemanja Matic again. So
oh
that should be
yeah.
interesting.
So maybe I'll walk with you behind the scene from here, and then we can
Okay.
figure out on Thursday's match. We'll probably keep it shorter, like maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes ish, so we don't bore the audiences. But
Definitely. for
if
sure.
you're working on anything, I think it's going to be a good opportunity to like talk about what you're working on. I can always put your stuff in the description link below, your social media follow what is that thing, the link, where
Yeah.
people can discover you or things like that. I'm happy to do that on
Okay.
my platform. So yeah, it was nice hanging out with you.
It's
I'm
always
going
nice,
to this
being on your
house
platform.
because lunch is
So
ready.
yeah, it's
Church has
almost
ended.
4 p.m. my
Lunch is
time.
ready.
So
You said what?
I said it's almost 4 p.m. my time. So yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me.
not a
I
problem.
will.
Thanks for hosting.
Yes. Don't worry. Next time I'll bring some refreshments like sodas, cookies, and whatever.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All
All right,
right. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will talk to you in the group chat.
no problem. No
All
problem.
right.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Have a good
Bye.
day, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.